Orca Tactical makes bags for all of your range and outdoor needs. Range bags, backpacks, and other bags where the different uses are endless. Use discount code Wiley15 for 15% off your order at orcatacticalgear.com.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Clark Griswold here. Today is episode 7 of the ATF Tapes, and it's going to be a little bit different. Usually what we do is we sip some whiskey, we smoke a nice cigar, and we talk about a particular firearm. Today's going to be a little bit different because we are going to be sipping some whiskey, smoking a good cigar, and we're actually going to be doing something with one of these firearms. Now, before we get too into the firearm aspect, what are we drinking? We are drinking Woodford Reserve. I highly recommend Woodford Reserve. Very smooth, very good taste. I have seen Woodford Reserve double oaked. I have not tried that before. It's more expensive than the regular. Have you tried it? If you have, let me know how it tastes. Someday I'm going to get it, but as of filming this, I have not tried the double oaked, but I have heard good stuff about it. For today's cigar, as all of the ATF episodes, the cigar is sponsored by Southern Cigar Company. They did not pay me to do any of this. They just sent me a box of their cigars, their monthly box, to show off to you guys. Go ahead and check them out at, I believe it's southerncigarco.com. It's a monthly subscription service. You get 4 cigars every single month delivered right to your door. It doesn't matter to me if you sign up or not. I don't make $1 on whether you do or not. I haven't made $1 from Southern Cigar Company. They just send me a box to show off in a video to you guys. So be sure to check them out. They are a big supporter of the channel. They've been working with me for a while now, and I really, really appreciate those guys sponsoring all these videos and sending me some really, really cool cigars to show off to you guys. Sadly, Woodford Reserve did not sponsor the whiskey, but it still is pretty good. So the cigar that was in this particular box I got from Southern Cigar Company, I have tried this brand before. I got another cigar from them, from Southern Cigar. It's a horrible pronouncing stuff. Oscar Valladares, and this is the 2012. The other one that I've tried from this was a little bit longer, and it had like 2 different leaves. Like the wrapper of the cigar was like 2 different leaves. It was real dark brown like this, and then had a like greener leaf on it also, and that was a fairly good cigar. I really enjoyed that one. As I said, it was longer, but so I have tried that one before from them. This is the 2012 medium strength. Wrapper was Honduran Corojo. Short Robusto is size, 4.0 by 52. 4.0 is the length, and the 52 is the diameter, which is the ring size. And origin is Honduras. I have a whole lot more stuff out here than I usually do, because we're actually planning on doing something other than just talking. Which I know you guys love to hear me talk, so I won't not talk. I'll be sure to talk in this video. I just filled this thing up. We can't start this Christmas episode of the ATF Tapes with not being able to light. very good. It tastes a lot similar to the other one I had from this company. Tastes really good. Draw is really good. The only bad thing is it's so short. It's only a 4-inch cigar, and with the stuff we've got to talk about and do, I'm wondering if I'm going to end up getting away with this thing before the video's over. All right. So what are we going to be talking about today? What are we going to be doing? I did receive some parts from this particular company. They did sponsor that video. They didn't sponsor this video. The only reason I'm featuring this in there is because it was a real good idea, and I wasn't thrilled about how they pulled it off. And other people, another company has made the same type of thing and did it very well, and a lot of people like that. Some people like this one, but a lot of people didn't. I was one of them. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to take it and hopefully make it a little bit better. What am I talking about? This guy is the extension for the SD9. The thing that I didn't even know about it until after I got it and talked with the company a little bit, and they told me what all I had to do, and I was like, I'm not really feeling that. So this is made of plastic. So you can get these in a ton of different colors from these guys. The only bad thing is when you take your mag and take everything out, you slide this on, it slides right over real nice, but there's got to be something to secure the extension on here. What they do is they send you a screw. This is one I got for a different one, but as you can see, there's a screw in here that screws into the end. That's a good idea. I like that. No big deal. When you do that, when you go and put it in here, it's back here. It's that bolt head is going to hit here, and this won't lock up in there. So what do? Then I found out, oh, you've got to drill a hole in the end of this thing to do clearance for the bolt. And I was like, not really feeling that. So I kind of put that whole thing on hold and had the idea to do this. Been so busy on a ton of different stuff, and I'm finally actually getting around to doing what I had planned on. Now, this is the only one of these I have. I haven't done this before. So this is going to be a really cool video, or it's going to suck and I completely screwed it up. But the idea should work. So what they did is they put a hole in here tapped for that screw. What we're going to do is drill and tap a hole on the bottom up to where, and then we're going to use a set screw to go up from the bottom, go up through here and press against the edge flange on there, which this one is from Apex. Love those guys, got a good relationship with them, done a ton of videos with them. This is theirs. That's what they did. They drilled a hole in the end here, comes with a set screw. Put this on here and screw the set screw up on there, tighten it up, and it's locked in place. So this idea is what we want to do, except do it to this. So we're taking two good ideas and putting them together in one and see if we can pull it off. And what's really cool about this is some of you, hopefully most of you that have watched my channel, you know my family runs a machine shop. I've done a ton of videos on making different stuff. But this is easy, and we're going to do it right here, hopefully. Just so if you have this and you want to do this, you should be able to do it right at your kitchen table, or maybe at any table while you've got cigar and whiskey, just like I'm doing. So hopefully, like I said, I haven't done this before, and I've only got one, so hopefully we don't screw it up. And yeah, so hopefully this goes well. So that's what we're going to do. So what I did is we are going to use the stuff that I got. This is a set screw. This is a 632 set screw. Doesn't necessarily matter what set screw you used. I was at work one day, decided to do this, and went into the parts room and got a set screw I thought would work and would be the best option for this. So I settled on 632, which theirs that they came with might be a little bit different, might be the same thing, I don't know, but we're going to use a 632. So I got the 632 set screw, I got a 632 tap that is going to put the threads in this part. You have to drill it before you tap it, so I brought a drill. This is the tap drill for the 632 tap. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you want to do a tapped hole in anything, you need to drill it first, and then you're going to screw the tap in, which puts the threads in your holes. Now, every tap size has a tap drill size, which is a particular drill size that is the best hole to drill for whatever tap you're using. This one is, I think, a number 35 drill, which is, if I can remember properly, I think it's 0.110. It's 110 thousandths in diameter. So this drill is going to work best for that tap to put that thread in the hole. So if you want to do a different thread, you're going to have a different tap drill size. You should be able to find, if no matter what tap you get or whatever threaded hole you want to do, if you've got a tap and you need to find out the drill size, the tap drill size, you should be able to find all of that online. But for this, like I said, 632, the tap drill is number 35, so that's what we're going to do with. So we're going to slide this on here, figure out, hopefully, like I said, we're just doing this here. I haven't done this before, nothing technical. We're just going to look at it and guess where it needs to be. We're going to drill the hole all the way through, and then once we drill it all the way through where it needs to be, then we're going to put this tap in here and put the threads in. And I didn't bring another drill. I might have one somewhere behind me to drill after we get to that point, go back in the hole with a bigger diameter drill so you can put the set screw down in there, and you ain't got to sit there and screw the whole entire length of this. So the threads might start like right here, so it's a whole lot quicker to put this on. I just thought of that. Might do it, might not, I don't know. But we are going to do this. And so if this works properly, you can get this extension. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it is from Cane Arms. I have done a couple of videos with those guys in the past. If this works, you should be able to get one of these. If you have this gun, this probably got demonetized as soon as I said that. I was trying to go through this and keep it monetized, but I've probably really screwed that up by now. So if you have this, you want this. If you want to make it work to where you don't really have to modify that, hopefully you can do this. So let's go ahead and get this started. I am kind of nervous doing this because if I screw this up, this was probably a complete waste of time. So hopefully this will go good and it'll be a great video and you'll be able to share this to all of your friends. It's a great idea. And it's the Christmas video. This comes out on Christmas Day. If you haven't checked out any of my videos, I make a point that every video, at least somewhat recently, not the whole time this channel's been about, but now I have a video coming out every week. I might differ from that from time to time depending on what I've got going on, but videos on the Josh Wiley channel come on Fridays at noon. Every Friday at noon, got a new episode coming on. I might have a huge project going on. I might miss a Friday. I might be late and upload it on a different day, but usually Fridays at noon, we'll have a new episode up on the channel for you guys to check out. So this is coming out on, if you're watching this, hopefully you're watching this on Christmas Day. It did release on Christmas Day, on the probably worst year in that anybody alive can probably remember. So hopefully this is a good video on Christmas Day to lighten the year up, even though thankfully it's about to end. Not the world end, just the year. Hopefully we'll be looking forward to 2021. And it'll be a whole lot better than the year that we just had. All right. All right, so let's do this. That is where it needs to go. And I'm just going to look at this and guess where I need to put this hole. And there, it's hard to show you because you're so far away and what I'm working with is so small, but this is really tight. And I would prefer to do this in my shop. So we're going to try and make this work. Okay, I'm going to go with this position. We're going to start drilling. And if you plan on doing this, make a point and try and keep this as straight as possible. Because if you're sitting here drilling like this, it ain't going to end up where you want it to end up. See, and I've already started screwing this up. I don't know if you can see. I might have to take a picture and put this in later. But I was a little bit, see? And now it's starting to come in on here. So hopefully I can back up and get straight and make this work out. And something that is really good about this is it's plastic. So it's not, you can make stuff work because it's so soft. Okay, I got it drilled through, screwed it up, but hopefully not too bad. You can see where it's tore up in there. We're going to try and get all that crap out and hopefully still be able to, and you know, it just slides in there, so that just needs to be the spring. That should still work. We shouldn't have to like really get in here and really clean that out. And hopefully if you're doing this, You had a little bit better aim than I did. Alright, so now I recommend, especially in this case, just doing this by hand. What we're going to do is stick this in here, start screwing it in by hand, and then if you're working with something this small, best to just have something, an adjustable wrench or a wrench real small like this. This is done, I think. Let's hold off on that. Alright, we're going to start this little guy in here. Stuck it in. Now we're going to try and keep it lined up best we can and start spinning. And if you're doing this, it might take you a while to get it to really start, and you're going to want to apply pressure into this while you're doing this. Not like really hard, but make sure it's going in that direction. Alright, so we got it started in here. It's going really nice. What we might end up having to do is try and do something and go in from this side. We can do that because this has got a flange on it. It's going to stick out over the hole. So even if we go in from this side, once we get it tapped right, we can still go in from this side after we put that in, because the set screw is going to hit that. So it's not like it's going to screw out. So see, I'm glad I didn't do away. So how that is, it's kind of coming out like this on here. So we're going to try and go in this way, get it lined up, and see if we can get the threads and the hole right where it needs to be. Ow. Okay, got it in the hole. And like I said, this is not ideal. I would rather be doing this in a machine, but I'm going to do it this way, so hopefully this helps you guys. If you're interested in doing this, you can do this by yourself. All you need is a drill and a tap. So it's not going to be a crazy hard to do job. We're going to just do this at the table. Okay, so I've got that screwed in. Let's go in a little bit further just to... Alright, we're starting to cock. Alright, so we've got that in there. That is the hole. That's the hole from the bottom. So hopefully we're going to put the set screw in this way, and this will press against that and hopefully work right. Hopefully. This does taste really good, and the draw is really good. Usually when you get a really good draw on a cigar, if you sit and talking a lot, like I've done that a ton of times. I've been smoking a cigar and you get to talking, or in my case, doing a video, and it'll go out and you got to relight it again. This doesn't do that. Usually when you get a good draw on a cigar, or a good cigar with a good draw on it, you can smoke it while you're talking and not have to worry about it going out. All right, moment of truth. And I just remembered, I don't even know if I have the right size to screw this in with. Oh boy. Was this video for naught? Ah! Right size. Never mind, I got it. Okay, so we are going to screw this in. I hope this is long enough. You know what? And I just fell through that bad hole I did. Even though I screwed this up, I am confident we're going to be able to make this work. And if you did this, you can do this better than I just did and be okay. So what we're going to do, since I screwed that up the hole this way, and this looks like crap because, I mean, probably if you want to do this, probably best to go ahead and get 2 of them because, I mean, they're fairly cheap. They're cheaper than the Apex ones. That's what really caught my eyes. You can get these, they're bigger. It's a more it's a higher capacity. You can get it in a bunch of different colors. And they're cheaper. I think that one, it's made out of aluminum. You can only get it in black. It's like $35. And you can get this, which holds more, in a bunch of different colors. And it's like $15, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in backwards. So hopefully we can screw this in backwards. Put the mag in here and then go back in here and get the Allen wrench to touch in the socket on the set screw and be able to tighten it up. See, and we got it right where I want it. Can't do it with my fingers anymore, so now we're going to stick the Allen wrench in from this side, hopefully get in there. Oh, we hit it. Okay, good. So now we're unscrewing it, getting it past the slot where the flange on the magazine goes. Now the magazine's in there, and now we're going to screw the set screw back up against it. Ha! And it's tightening. That's tight in there, just like this one from Apex is in there. What now? It's still not locking up. Even though the screw isn't in here, the surface of this is still hitting this. So we've got to cut that down some. Golly, this thing's putting in a whole lot of work. I mean, I like this idea, but doing what I'm doing makes this a whole lot better. So, I mean, if you're going to do this, you're going to need to do all this to it. Unless you want to start screwing a hole in there for the bolt head to go in there. Okay, so now we've got to unscrew this, pull this back out, and see if we can take some off of this. That slides out like it should. You know, we got to do something. I've got just the thing. See what I mean? I talked too much. I spoke too soon. Now we are going to have to essentially machine this down, cut some of it off because we're not using that anymore. It doesn't really matter what you use to do that with. I mean, it's plastic. You can take a knife and cut it up if you want to, but man, this thing is really on there. Okay. Okay, so we've got to machine that down now. Now let me go find something to do that with. Okay, I think I've got it. I just recently bought this small little Dremel, electric Dremel tool from Harbor Freight for like dirt cheap. I think I got it for like 10 bucks or less. I haven't used it yet, so this is going to be the first time, and it came with like all these different bits and stuff. So hopefully this is going to work. I mean, we ain't got a whole lot to take off. All right, hopefully this will work. I don't want to get this in the whiskey. So what we're going to do is turn this on and just grind on this surface and see if we can take it down. All right, so we took that down a little bit. We might have to do this several times. Oh, it locked up. That is cool. Now you can have this really cool look with this really cool extension on this and not have to modify the actual pistol at all. So that is cool. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Might have to go a little bit more. Let's screw this on here. Alright, that's tight. Now, how did it just lock on? It might have slipped off. Alright, we got to go a little bit more. Alright, so I took some more off of that surface. Now it finally locks up. So, finally did that. I was a little worried that this wasn't going to work, but it did. Looks a little rough, but like I said, it's the first one I've done, but it can be done. So, pros and cons. You have two options. As far as I know, this company, Cane Arms and Apex, I think, could be wrong, are the only companies making a mag extension for this pistol. Like I said, could be wrong, but these are the only two I have. I talked a little bit about this in the original video I did on this guy, was that you have to do absolutely nothing to get this to work and function properly. This one, to get this to work, you actually have to modify the pistol. I didn't want to modify the pistol because you have to modify the pistol just for this guy to work, which I wasn't too crazy about. A lot of people weren't too crazy about. So I figured up a way to get this. You have to make work on this to get it to work, which is a whole lot better. working on this than your pistol, and it works. That's how I did it. Like I said, pros and cons. You can pay more. I think it's like one less round with this. You can only get it in black. It's more expensive, but you ain't got to do anything. If you want to do something like this, you want a specific color, you want that extra round, or it might be 2 extra rounds. You can make that work on this platform, but you actually have to modify this. And you had to modify that. I didn't want to do that, so I decided to figure out a way to do this. So you can get this extension in any color you want and actually make this work, but you got to do it this way. It sucks, but it is cheaper if you're doing a build where you want like everything a certain color. You can get this a certain color. This works out great, but you are going to have to do that little bit of work. Even if you didn't want to do that and you wanted this extension, you still got to do the work on that, which I didn't want to do, like I said. So if you were like me and you didn't want to mess with that, but you wanted this, you can make it work by doing those to that extension. This thing's trying to go out again. So hopefully you at least somewhat enjoyed this video. I really enjoy doing these videos, this new series that I came up with, the ATF Tapes. It's fun talking about all of this stuff, showing all of this stuff. YouTube really dislikes all of this stuff, so I came up with a way to put all of this really good, fun, awesome content that my channel doesn't make any revenue on in one series. And I am very, very blessed to have a few companies that work with this channel that actually help by sponsoring these videos, by putting commercials in them. If you've watched any of these, the ATF episodes, they have commercial spots at the beginning. I hope y'all can bear with me on that. It does help the channel out because I don't make any money on the video like from Google. So these companies hop in and help me do these videos that way. I am super excited and thankful for these companies that have hopped in and helped me with these certain videos. Hopefully you guys like some of these companies and hopefully haven't seen or heard of them and have seen some of these commercials that I featured in these episodes, and will seek these companies out and check out what they have to offer. I've worked with all of these companies. I like all of these companies. That's why they're on these videos. I haven't had anybody approach me and want me to do any of these commercials, excuse me. I haven't had anybody approach me to do anything on this channel in any way. Anytime you've ever seen a video on this channel, I've either done it myself, I paid for the stuff myself and had no help or support whatsoever from the company, or I approached that company. Like with this, Cane Arms, Apex, all the different companies I've worked with, even companies that sponsor some of these episodes with commercials, I actually sought them out because I like that company. I've worked with that company before and asked them if they'd be willing to help me produce some of these videos. So that does away with the whole sellout, which I know a lot of YouTubers are sellouts and sell out on different stuff. I don't do that. Anytime you've seen companies help me in any way, shape, or form, I actually went to them and asked them if they would be willing to help me do this. So I like all of these companies. I like what they have to offer. I have had a couple of bad words to say about this particular product They make other products for other platforms that are phenomenal, and I like them. This one, I think, just needed a little bit of work to it. And I told you guys that. I showed you. I made it work for me, and this is how I did it. Hopefully, if you're interested and you want to do this, or you want this, this is how you can make this work without having to do any modifying at all on that pistol. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed a nice cigar and a nice glass of whiskey, or whatever is your fancy and whatever you want to drink. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of that with me during this video. I know probably by now it was probably a relatively long video, probably the longest ATF episode I've done so far. But like I said, I really enjoy doing these videos. I like doing them up to this point. It was just like a hangout with you guys, talking about different stuff that I enjoy. I got this idea, really wanted to do it. I think it's fun, and you can do it. You can do this out in your garage or your shed or at your kitchen table, as long as you clean up. But you can do this. Probably not smoke a cigar. Your girlfriend or wife would probably not like that if you were smoking a cigar. You can drink the whiskey and do this probably as long as you clean up. Smoking the cigar at the kitchen table, probably a no-no. Don't recommend. So if you have any other place you can do this with some hand tools, a drill, real simple stuff to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and the content. Hopefully you've checked out all the previous ATF episodes. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I love you guys. I'm so happy that you keep watching these videos and supporting the channel, letting me know all of your thoughts, whether they're good or bad. I love hearing from you guys. I try to get back with everybody that comments or DMs me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm kind of like, don't do a whole lot on Facebook as far as this channel goes. Usually it's just on YouTube and Instagram. I really try to get back with everybody on all of those platforms. I love you guys. I'm so happy that you watch my content and continue to watch my content. I'm looking forward to 2021, even though 2020 sucked. Hopefully, the YouTube channel had a good year in 2020. It's grown like it's never has before since I've started it. I look forward to next year. Hopefully, it's a better year. Hopefully, you'll stick with me and continue watching all of my content, letting me know all of your thoughts, who I should check out, stuff like that, who I should do videos on or what I should do videos on, all that stuff. I want to know all of your thoughts. So be sure to give this video a like. Be sure to check out all of the other ATF tape episodes I've done. Be sure to check out all of the other videos I've done. I do a lot of how-to videos and stuff like that on different things. The channel's all about my life, my projects, what I do, what I like to do, stuff like that. But I love you guys. I'm so happy that some of you have stuck around this far and continue watching these videos. I mean, all of this is about you guys. Y'all are the biggest sponsor of this channel. Even though I have companies help me out, they essentially only help me out because you guys watch these videos. I thank you. I love you guys. And I will see you next year. Cheers.